Welcome back. Welcome back. This is JR Lonelodge with Sounds of the Powwow Grounds here in Concho, USA. And you're listening to none other than Battle River. I want to give a shout out to Mac, Kingbird, my other brother out there, Kevin and Kavan. Hey, miss you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. It's always good to dance to you guys. And, and that pool tournament is on. Whenever I get to see you, it's going to be on. Me and Mac, we talked about it that one time we were in California. We didn't find a table yet, but it's out there. It's out there. Like that invitation is on at the house. If you want to come through, if you ever guys come back down this way. So without a doubt, we are back with another episode. I believe I think this is episode number 9. I think we finally got our numbers right. I want to give a big shout out to Hawk Hardigo doing all the hard work. He does everything. I just show up like I told you. But he actually does a lot of the hard work for us and stuff like that on this show. This is about the end of May, all the powwows are in full steam. We just had Manitowoc up there in Canada, a big, huge powwow. I saw it online. I even posted up the actual video and stuff online. So it was pretty keen to watch and stuff, but darn it, if I wasn't stuck at work and I was like literally just watching it and I turn it off and turn it back on and here I was stuck at work. One of these days I'm going to get a break away. It's very hard to do this show and advertise all these powwows and not get to go to them. I'm itching. I'm literally about to just quit my job so I can go back in the powwows and see everyone's faces out there, dance all that good music and, just travel, man. I know this weekend I got some good powwows coming up, which I've been to and, man, I kind of want to take a break. I kind of want to go and jump on the car and take off and, see what's up, see if I still got it. But for all those powwow people out there, if you're looking for a powwow this weekend, definitely check out the page. Sounds of the Powwow Grounds has a Facebook page and, give us a like, give us a follow. And, if you want to, you can always check out like our actual powwow flyers. They're all posted, and I got, like I mentioned, every show I got them nicely even arranged up there in the photo gallery. You just go to the album, you can click on each month and you can actually find out what's going on that month. That's the latest and greatest powwow months. And if you got a flyer, send it to me either on that Facebook page or at my Gmail, jrlonelodge@gmail.com. But without a doubt, we're gonna get into some powwow flyers where it's coming up this week. We got some good ones, up here. Move my little solo cup. I won't tell you what's in it. I'm gonna take a little blast of it real quick. Hey, I'm just kidding. It's just tea. So, anyways, coming up this weekend, this weekend's gonna be May 24th and 25th. Up there, you also have the Sky Ute Bear Dance and Powwow. Up there at Ignacio, Colorado. That's going to be a good one. That altitude is going to be kind of high up there, too. But yeah, you got a head woman dancer is going to be Miss Ute, and the head man dancer is going to be Pick Daly. MC is going to be be announced. I don't have one just yet. Arena director is going to be Michael Grant, and drum judge is Darren Cooch. And then you also have a lot of different powwow, you also have an Iron Man up there. Iron Man in men's fancy and also women's fancy. $1,000 for each one. So you got $1,000 for women and $1,000 for the men. Man, that's got to be tough. An Iron Man up there in Ignacio, Colorado. The altitude is really high. I think I'm going to tap out on that one. I just don't think I can do it. But, good luck to everyone that's going up there. Also, which you also got going on this weekend, you have the infamous Prairie Island Powwow up there in Prairie Island, Minnesota, May 25th and 26th. Master of Ceremonies is going to be Jerry Dearly and Al Childs. Host drums is going to be Ironwood Singers. Arena director is going to be Chastity LeBlanc. That's going to be a good one. It's always a good one up there in Prairie Island, Minnesota. And also, you also have another good one up there in Spokane, Washington. You have the Expo, powwow, the 74th, 50th celebration powwow, May 25th and through the 26th at Spokane Convention Center. Let's see. MC is going to be none other than Ruben Littlehead, David Madera. Arena director is going to be Russell McLeod and Larry White. Head judge is going to be Dr. Arinta Snyder. Head female judge is going to be Bobby White. Head drum judge is going to be Grant Timoe. Head man dancer is going to be Alec Bluff. And head lady dancer is going to be Janessa Porter. Head boy is going to be Ooh, that's a good one. Man, Abrahamson and head girl dancer is gonna be Melody Waskowitz. So I'll be up there in Spokane, Washington this weekend. Also, this weekend you got none other than Four Bears Powwow, man, up there in Newtown, North Dakota. Hey, if you guys are heading up that way, I suggest you take your bologna and cheese. There's not a lot of food or restaurants up there in North Dakota, but it's always a good powwow up there at Four Bears, man. And they got a lot of specials up there this weekend too. Man, I wish I was going to that one. That would be a keen one to go to. So if you got time, man, check that one out up there in Newtown, North Dakota. Four Bears Powwow this weekend. Also this weekend. May 25th through the 27th, you have the Oto War Mothers Memorial Active Dance up there in, let's see, I think this is Red Rock. Yeah, Red Rock Powwow Grounds. Okay, so they got that one as well. And also the May 25th, you have the Memorial Day Honor Dance for this at Seven Clans Paradise Casino Event Center. So they got that one as well. Well, without a doubt, people that got some good powwows coming up this weekend. Like I said, definitely send your powwow flyers my way if you got anything coming up. Either send them, excuse me, either send them to me on Facebook or also send them to me on, jrlonelodge@gmail.com. And take a small little break for right now. Aho. All right, folks, we are back over here at Sounds of the Powwow Grounds, and like we always do, this is kind of a cool thing that I like to do. I like to call the, powwow people out there, in powwow world, see what they're up to, see where they're going this weekend, and, just kind of chat and, kind of pick their brains. And, if you got anyone that you would like me to interview, definitely, send me a message, see if I can get them on the horn, see if we can call them up. Today we got, like a pretty good guest. I'm gonna give him a ring real quick and, see what he's up to.
Hello.
Why, hello. Hey, how's it going? This is JR from Sounds of the Powwow Grounds. How are you doing today?
How you doing today, JR?
I'm doing good, doing good. I've got none other than Lonny Street. Woo!
Hoka.
Yeah. I wanted to go ahead and let you introduce yourself to the people out there. Tell them what tribes and where you're coming from.
Well, my name is Lonny Street. I come from Tama, Iowa, by way of North Carolina, Oklahoma, California, all around the U.S.
Right on, man, brother. It's always good talking to you. We always have good times, man. And I heard that you are actually doing a movie right now.
Well, actually, right before Legends Powwow last weekend, I finished up 2 weeks of filming. Yes.
All right.
Out in Santa Clarita.
That's what's
Santa Clarita, California.
So
yeah,
can you give the people out there what give them an idea of what you're playing and stuff? So,
well, I'm playing as they say, a shaman, but I change it up, medicine man. But the story goes to about 1879 when they massacred some Indians out in California, the Yokuts. And the guy, it's a true actual historical fact, but the guy, he kind of took a spin off from it and then use that for his screenplay.
That's pretty keen, man. I mean, you actually made the big screen. That's gonna be pretty keen, brother. I'm happy for you, and I can't wait to check it out, man. So how much more filming you got?
Well, I believe they finished up yesterday, but before I had left California, they made like a little trailer of what we did record. It seemed real good, though. It's like it was very. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was. It's kind of like a ghost thriller in a way.
Oh, that's keen.
Haunted by spirits. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you're the one that kind of brushes off the spirits, hey?
Yeah, there you go. Kind of push them around.
Yeah. So I've always known you to dance in the men's northern traditional, and
yes, sir.
I've known you for a while and stuff like that. How'd you get started in dancing men's northern traditional?
Well, I started when I was 16. I had I used to dance fancy back in my younger days, and I broke my leg, and it was almost healed. And then I had fallen down the stairs to the place we live in Colorado. So I re-broke my leg. So I had to wear a cast, believe it or not, for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then after that healed, then my outfit was too small. And then I just started, gathering things from what I hunted around the house and started putting stuff together and made a traditional dance off it and went with it.
Yeah, yeah. And I've seen you dance like just about everywhere on this continent. I mean, I don't think there's a powwow you haven't been to. What is, like there's always that one moment the dancer always has, that's going to be their greatest time that they've ever felt like they danced the best. What would you say what that powwow would be?
Oh, for me, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I've been to a lot of places and danced a lot of songs, but I think I would have to say probably Vegas in 2016.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was there. Yeah, I
Yeah, the
remember
national
that.
finals. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the who's who of the Powwow world and stuff like that. It was just pretty keen, the INFR one.
Yeah, and how they ran it and put it together, and it went pretty smooth.
Yeah, yeah. So
But yeah, I got to see that was probably a highlight of my Powwow career.
that was when you had the glow,
One of
huh?
them. Yeah, it's all shiny.
Yeah, yeah. Like oh, what was
Yeah,
that? The Last Dragons when you had the glow and you got finally got to that final level of Kung Fu.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So with that,
That's one.
you've danced to so many different drums. Who would say, who would say would be your toughest drum that you ever danced to?
Toughest drum?
Yeah.
Ah, think about that. Well, that's the tough. Probably. Hmm. It's a hard one there.
I gotcha. Well,
Because learned a lot of drum groups out there that are awesome, and I can't really pick who my best one is, and then who my second best, because they all at one time or another, sang appropriately, and it was like a magic when you out there on the dance floor and dance. It comes together real nice.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. Who would be my toughest drum? Oh, that's a tough one. I can't think. I mean,
No, you're good. You're good. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back.
yeah.
So, you're
No,
also like a proven, roach maker. How'd you get like learning to do like make roaches and stuff these days?
well, my dad, he showed us how to do it. He figured it out, and then when we were younger, he would tie it up, and he'd make us kind of stand there and watch him do it. Every now and then, we'd kind of pick up a tidbit, or, pick up an idea or two from it, and then finally, we made our own roaches because it was hard to get back in them days. Now roaches are everywhere.
Yeah.
There's quite a few good roach makers out there, and you know, it's a market out there for a good roach maker. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I've seen some pretty keen ones that you made and stuff like that. Man, they were. It takes a lot of time, huh?
Oh yeah, it's real time consuming sorting out the hair and tying the base and all that stuff. It's an art to it, and you know the supply and demand is like porcupine hair is hard to find nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but if a guy wanted to, a person could learn it and pass it on themselves.
Yeah. So, are you still taking orders for making roaches and stuff?
No, I haven't. No, I don't take any orders anymore.
Yeah.
I got 5 kids, and I got a wife and a dog. You know how that is. Kind of keep you busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Driving up and down the road everywhere is just hard to keep everything together like that.
I feel you. I feel you, man. But going down to it, like what powwows you got coming up that you think you might be heading up to?
Well, coming up this weekend, I'm going to the famous Four Bears in Newtown, North Dakota, and then I'm trying to make it down to what's that, Kinder, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
That one, and then I don't know. There's one up in New York, but I don't know if we're going to slide that far or not. And then I'm heading over the judge at Muckleshoot Veterans Powwow in the middle of June.
That's always a good one. I've been up there before, man. It's pretty nice. It always rains though.
Yeah, it does. Huh?
Yeah. So you've danced all these. Like when you said you started off when 16, going into men's northern traditional. Who's some of the dancers you kind of looked up to?
Oh, back then it was the Timmy Shoppy, Tim White Eyes, Ira Mixon first, Frank McKay, and of course the old famous Pete Moore
Mm-hmm.
from yeah, he was one of them. There was a couple that, and of course Richard Pulpabitty, he was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're more. These dancers were kind of like more raw, you know what I mean, and
Yeah, yeah,
more manly, kind of like.
yeah,
But nowadays they kind of dance a little soft sometimes.
yeah.
These guys.
And that's the kind of this is styles, the two different styles. You know, you have the men's traditional, like the traditional style, and you also have the contemporary style. You know, and and you kind of like in a spin-off. You know, you're kind of more of a traditional, like contemporary style, right?
Yeah, you could say that. Well, it's the fact that the original traditional. You're supposed to tell a story of something you had previously done in a war deed or a hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo or anything like that. So you bring that to the fire, and then you show, you would dance it, and your people would watch you and perform and stuff like that. So it's it's a warrior's dance in a way. So
Yeah. And so with that, you know, like you see like these new dancers coming out and stuff like that, new traditional dancers, and I know, you know, your son's out there now, you know, he's actually in men's now. He's doing pretty good out there.
yeah, Trevor, he's taking it by storm,
Yeah.
and he danced when he was real little, and now he's come back to it, and he's a monster out there now. I watch him, and it makes me very proud to see him out there dancing.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
what kind of good words could you tell like these new and up and coming traditional dancers? Any inspiration, any words of encouragement?
No, I would say be yourself. You know, stick to your traditions. Understand different things about animals and birds, whatever, because you use it on your regalia, and that's part of the medicine that comes with it. But there's a lot of people out there that rather see you fall than see you climb, and it's hard to do when you're young like that. You got to keep pushing and trying. I mean, there's been many times when I barely scraping by, but finally, after time, persistence, it pays off. And then I always said that with powwows, just at least you got to show up. Show up, dance, and have a good time. And the goal there with a good heart and good intentions, and good things will happen.
Heck yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and then, like, have you seen like any new styles that like, because like Southern Fancy, kind of going back to Southern Fancy, we always had the style, like it was kind of like, we didn't do a lot of spins and stuff like that. It's more kind of old style, and then kind of the newer style is kind of like a little bit more wilder and stuff like that. Have you kind of noticed that kind of trend in men's northern traditional, or is there any new trends and stuff?
Well, yeah, yes, there is what the contemporary style of it, as they say, and then you got your old style.
Mm-hmm.
And your old style is more of like, your like Terry Larvey and Frank McKay and stuff, how they dance, had a good bounce to it, to their head, with their head and everything. Contemporary seems like it's more, especially up in Canada, it's more of a storytelling, and it's kind of cool to see different people dance. Like Josh Bear in Canada, he's got a cool style about him. He's got I say a unique outfit.
Mm-hmm.
How he puts it together, and it all fits his style and how it looks. So
yeah,
that's part of you setting up yourself as your own individual. Some people kind of dance like others, so you really don't put them out there in the spotlight like they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you're unique, and you'll everybody wants to watch you dance, and if you're a powerful dancer, that's probably the best way to go, because people feel it when you dance. On your floor, you stomp your feet on the ground and stuff. You feel it, the vibration through the bells. It's all connected in a way, and I like it. I love it, actually.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Excuse me, I got a little cough in my throat. So going down, me and you, we've had like a lot of good times and stuff like that. And that one epic time, we got to go all the way to Florida and dance for the Seminole Nation. Man, I hate to. I had to, put that out there, but that was probably one of the most diabolical dance troupes ever. We were the people that are assembled out there. It was a late, Spike Draper, myself, my brother DJ, Give a shout out to all those people, Daylin and Dullin. They're the ones that put that together. But man, at one time we had I would say the most wickedest dance troupe out there. Also, who else was out there?
Jared Brown was out there.
Yeah.
Nelson Baker.
Ursuloria was there.
I think Ursuloria, Canoe Hope was there. Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough crew.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a time where everybody just got along and hung out and did what they had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just one of our episodes, we got to travel and stuff like that and stuff, So then, we had, me and you, we've always traveled. Always had good times, Powwow at Siston and stuff. Siston be coming up here in a little bit too, I think in July. I think the last time we were out there, it rained pretty good. And I don't know if you remember, it was man, I think we stayed up because we were just watching everyone's tent fall over and stuff like that. We'd build a fortress, so.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's stuff was blowing all over the place. Kind of crazy. That's a good Paul, though.
Yeah,
Like it.
So going on through that, how do you train? What is? Let's kind of get some inside information, from all the new traditional dancers that are probably listening. How do you train for your men's traditional dance?
Well, I drink all the beer I can. No, that's kidding. No, part of it's muscle memory, you know what I mean? If you've been dancing for so many years.
Yeah.
And it always comes back to you, whatever. But I try to run around with the kids around the house and stuff, inside.
Mm-hmm.
Outside, playing sports with them, throwing football, wrestling around and stuff we got a trampoline too, so that kind of helps out a little bit. Yeah. As for running, I used to do sprints and stuff up and down the highway in front of our house, and it was where I pushed myself to run real fast in a short period of time, so I kind of make my lungs explode, expand,
Yeah.
So, but now that was in my younger days, but nowadays I just kind of I think about it, and it helps me out too.
Yeah. You got to stay mobile these days. Me. I'm still trying to get my miles in. Just to say, I can have a little more movement and stuff. And getting older it is a little harder these days too. So.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Here lately, last couple years. Because during the winter, wintertime I trap and fish, hunt, stuff like that too. So it kind of keeps me moving around. Then plus powwow dancing all summer long is another good way to keep in shape. Because by the time powwow season's over, you're in shape. You're ready to go. Then the thing gets over with, and you're back at eating spaghetti and meatballs in front of the TV and watching about 5 movies in a row with the kids.
So you said in the wintertime you'd like to go hunting. What do you usually hunt for?
Well, rabbits, pheasants, stuff like that. It depends. But like the beginning of fall time, we used to hunt a lot of squirrels.
Oh yeah.
And the older ones kind of use our traditional ways when we do the hunting with the squirrels. And then I got me a deer this year finally. And then a lot of rabbits is good too. We shoot with those shoot them with the 22. Sorry. And then pheasants too. I love pheasants.
Yeah.
I love the
use the feathers from the pheasants for a lot of your stuff.
No, actually, I kind of give that stuff away. Like, I have a lot of boys that I know, and that's kind of give. I don't know, once in a while I'll come up and give them some feathers and stuff. It makes them happy, see a little twinkle in their eyes.
Yeah, and you're a now renowned, bustle maker and stuff like that. So you make all your stuff. How long does it usually take you to make a bustle and stuff?
Well, if I sat down, I'd probably get a bustle done within 3 days.
Mm.
That would be a 2-layer with the uprights, the backboard, and all that stuff goes along with it.
Yeah. And
once you figure out the routine and know how you put it together and get all your supplies cut out, you can put it together pretty fast.
yeah, yeah, and like I've always noticed yours are very intricate. You like to use a lot of different materials. Like use fur and stuff like that on those bustles, and it just comes out just crisp too. And with that,
Yeah.
how do you like learn how to do all that stuff?
Well, see, I look at a lot of old black and white pictures of old Indians, and the war bonnets and war shirts and different stuff that they made, and I'll look at a picture for probably 10, 15 minutes to figure out different things on there. So then you put that back in your memory bank. So then when you make stuff, though, you kind of that pull a trick out here or two, and add it to your feathers, whatever.
Yeah,
But I think that's probably where I got most of my ideas, is them old black and white pictures.
yeah, and it's kind of funny. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Those eagle feathers a long time ago. Where it's not. I mean, they seem like they were bigger. Almost like condor size. Compared to the ones we have today and stuff. So
Yeah, you can. That's very noticeable.
yeah,
From the birds up, back then until now. So kind of wondered what happened to all those big birds.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it's some kind of one of the things I do too is like I like to, when I scroll through Facebook and I always see those vintage pictures, I usually take snapshots of them, so I kind of got them in my phone and stuff, so I can kind of go back and see what kind of designs they had back then and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's always cool too. So going down, down the road, you're heading to a couple different powwows, I think I'll be up here at Miami, arena director, like one of them and stuff like that. What do you got planned, coming up this summer? You got any big trips and stuff?
Well, yeah, I got the kids with us, so we'll be doing a lot of traveling because school starts back in August. But I plan on attending 3 Sundances this year. My daughter, her husband runs one up there in Mandaree. And then, of course, I plan on going to Crow Dogs at the beginning of August. And then the second week in August is another Sundance in Spirit Lake, North Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of take time out for Creator and everything, and thank him, pray to him, and, give him thanks, and Sweat Lodge and all that goes with that. So that's part of one of my big, I don't want to say it. Well, one of my times I like to go, and because I get to put my phone down, I don't have to use it no more for a while. Then it's just got to get. I'm out there with nature and cutting wood and stuff like that. So it's very stress relieving that time of the year.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You follow your traditions out here. We do our same thing out here in Cheyenne, Arapaho land. This, and it's coming up. Our ceremonies out this way. It's kind of funny because that's when all the spirits start moving around when we have our sun dances. That's when if you come to Concho, you'll see doors open and stuff like that because it kind of gets a little wild around here. It's like right around that time. So I've kind of noticed that working up here at the tribe. But coming down, like I said, it's always a pleasure, when we powwow together, me and you, our families are always close and stuff. I think I got that real keen picture of I think me and you were stuck at Morongo one time, and it was just us. We had both our baby girls and stuff like that, and we were taking turns. One of us would dance and the other one would go dance, but the other one would stay back and watch the girls and stuff. Man, it was always fun, brother. But going on, I hope the best for you coming down the Powwow Trail this year. Hopefully, you do good this year. And you always got a spot in my house. You come through. But I want to thank you. Coming on for my show. On here on Powwow, on Sounds of the Powwow Grounds. It's always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime I can help. Yeah, family time is very important, especially with especially younger ones. They need a lot of attention, but it's always good to take them to powwows and show them, what to do, dance around and have fun, and get to visit one another, make new friends. It's very kind of touches your heart to see these little kids all together like that. Like I was at Legends Powwow and I had noticed there is probably about 8 to 9 boys, traditional dancers, and they all hung out. And then they had a special But anyway, these guys hung out all day, just stayed off it all day long till the very end of the powwow, and that's a special. So it kind of touched my heart to see that, that drive is still out there. The boy, those boys want to, they challenging each other, but at the same time they're being friends, and that's how it's supposed to be with people. You have to get along some kind of way and make it happen, and help one another out. Here lately, we've been losing people left and right, and I kind of made me realize that a lot of my friends are gone, and it's sad to see that. I know that's how it is with life, but enjoy your time while you're here, and make use of your time while you're here too, and of course, travel and powwow and learn your language and learn your songs, and always say a prayer when you can for somebody who needs it. That's kind of how I kind of live my life, like that.
Oh. Well, like maybe down the line, when you get some more time, stuff like that, you may do another episode 2 of Lonny Street on here. And that way you can, like.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We could do part 2, part 3, part 4.
Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm glad you came on and appreciate, like the time we have on here, definitely. And thanks for the good words. Oh, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
Oh, talk to you soon, man.
All right. Peace out. Be safe.
Well, folks, that's, the conclusion of our show, episode 9. We've got another great shows coming up, like I said, we've got powwow flyers, or you want me interview people, definitely send, me a message, on Facebook, or also on my Gmail, jrlonelodge@gmail.com. This is episode 9. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. But yeah, down in the future, hopefully I'll see everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in to this show, Sounds of the Power Grounds with me, JR Lonelodge. Ha ho. Thank you very much.